welcome to my hour of... Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my hour of readings. I hope you're all well, and it's lovely to have you all here. For those that haven't seen me work before, I tend to bring through your loved one in spirit and then see where we go from there. So if you recognise the person I brought through, then if you can let me know in the chat, and we'll see how we get going. So let's see who I've got with me now. I'm really sorry if my internet lags a bit. I don't know what's up today with it. Where are we going? I know I'm aware of a lady that's with me, and I know this lady's coming through on a friend link. So she's a friend for somebody here today. I know she didn't see old bones, so I know she passed before her time, and I know she passed with an illness. But she was a fighter. She never gave up. She just kept going. She had such a positive attitude, and that helped her so much in life. She was a good friend, and she treated her friends like family, and everybody loved her. She was well liked, but she loved life. She just loved getting on with life and doing what she could for those around her. She had such a good heart. She had a heart of gold, and she would have done anything for anybody if she could have done. She's making me feel like she passed with a cancerous condition, because I just feel really nauseous with her. And I get that feeling sometimes when I know it's a cancerous condition. But she don't really want to talk about how she passed, because she just got on with life, and that's just the person she was. She loved her friends. I know she liked music. So if she were ever having a bad day, she'd put on her favourite music and listen to that, because it just uplifted her. I know she liked having nights out with her friends, and she just loved spending time with those she loved, but she loved celebrating her friends and family, and she was very thoughtful. Does anybody feel like this lady could belong to them? Could you take anything that I've said so far? So if you can take anything I've just said, just put it in the chat and let me know. I know she liked bingo as well, because she's just saying she always had a laugh when she went to the bingo. She just liked having a laugh. She was just as happy to have her friends round. Just give you a quick recap. Um, I've got a lady with me and she's feeling like she is somebody's friend. I know she didn't see old bones. She didn't live to an old age. I feel like she passed with a cancerous condition. She loved life. She loved her friends. She loved her family. She also loved music. So if she were ever having a bad day, she would put her favourite music on just to listen. She liked celebrating people. Sharon, I know you've said your mum liked bingo. Was you Did you have the relationship you had with your mum? Was it like you were friends? Because I could have got the relationship wrong, but she just feels like a friend. So if it is your mum, I feel like yes, that's good then. We'll see what else she's got to say. She was such a loving lady, and she would have done anything for you. I know you could have confided in her and you'd turn to her when you needed some guidance and some support and advice, because she was very good at giving advice, but she loved spending time with you. She loved spoiling you, and she was very thoughtful with the gifts that she gave when she gave gifts. Everything she did in life was very thoughtful. You'd go on days out together, and I feel at some point there was some holidays, because you were just like two peas in a pod. But she just loved those moments with you. She just cherished all the time that she had with you. That was what was important to her, all the times that you had together. I need to give you something significant about March, so it could be a birthday, a passing, or an anniversary. There's something about this month. But she's saying that life's been a bit stressful for you at the moment, that you've had a lot going on and that you've had a lot on your mind at the moment. That makes because once she'd said March, she showed me a birthday cake, so I knew there was something. And she says you're putting so many people before yourself at the moment, and she wants you to take some time for you, which she knows is hard, but she wants you to realise how important that you are, and that you are capable of doing anything that you put. Sorry about the cat. You're capable of anything that you put your mind to. But she wants you to. I feel that there's somebody at the minute around you that's stressing you out a bit. And she wants you to she wants you to know that it's okay to she wants you to know it's okay to take a step back from people at times. That there's nothing wrong in that, because she wants you to be okay. and that taking that step back from somebody will help you feel less stressed, and it'll be easier for you to move forward. She wants to thank you for everything that you've done for her, everything that you did for her when she needed the support the most, that you were always there for her, and she will never forget that. But she just keeps repeating about taking time for you. And you're such a strong lady, and there's only so much that you can take. So to take a breath when you can, and take a step back from people when you need to. She's fighting with you, Sharon, every step of the way. But she appreciated that you were always there fighting her corner. Let's see what the... I've got a card here and it says about new beginnings. She doesn't want you to shut people out. She's just saying that at times, if people are getting too much for you, to just take a step back. Not shut them out. She just wants you to know that you're important, and that sometimes that you need that time for you. She knows, Sharon, how much you love her, and she loves you so much. She really does. She's coming through with a lot of love and a lot of emotion. And I picked a card for you and it says new beginnings. So I feel that there will be new doors opening, and there will be change in your life. And your mum just wants you to grab life with both hands, because she's saying it's okay to move forward. But I'll just leave her love with you and say thank you for working with me. I want to go back. Chrissy, are you still there? You replied earlier to say that you'd lost a friend to cancer, and that you could take the march and you could take the bingo and a positive outlook on life. Now, it's okay if I try and work with you, Chrissy, because I did feel I had somebody else with me, but your friend Chrissy, she loved life. She loved having nights out. She loved doing things with her friends. She lived life to the full. She had such a positive attitude. But she stood up for everybody that needed her to. If she had things to get off her chest, she would, because she didn't like holding on to things. She always said things in a kind way, but she would stand up for people that needed it. she um, used to. She's saying she used to have some right good nights out when she went to the bingo, and spending with her friends was what was important to her, because I know that you had a good group of friends, and even if you had a night in with a takeaway, you still all had a good laugh, and you could all trust each other. And I know she'd turn to you for advice at times when she needed some advice, and you just trusted each other implicitly. I know in life you'd both been through a lot of ups and downs, but you were always there for each other, and that's what was important. She's saying that you feel like you're going round in circles at the moment, that life's a bit up and down at times, and she wants you to know that she is by your side. And I know she comes around you a lot. She's saying to keep you on your toes. So I feel that, well, I know she moves things around the house. So if you could put something down in one place and go back, it could be somewhere else totally. But she does these things for you to know that you're not on your own, but that she does come around you. Because she wants you to know that, she wants you to know she's there. And when you're having a bad day, she does things to let you know she's there. And I feel like you sometimes get a flickering light as well at home. But that's if she were here in the physical, she would be there for you with all that's going on in your life at the moment. So she does the same now, but in spirit. So whether it's moving your car keys or a light flickering, it's just her acknowledging that she's there, but she wants you to know she's there. So she's saying next time that she comes around, acknowledge that she is around you. She's making me feel like she had a bit of a sweet tooth, because she's just giving you a tin of Quality Streets. But she's saying cheers to you, but she wants to thank you for all you did for her. And she didn't like asking for help, but you always sensed when she needed some help, because you were just strong. And she's saying she had a bit of a stubborn streak. I need to give you somebody's birthday. So a birthday in April, and she's showing me a cake, but the candles aren't lit yet. I know you still talk to her a lot, because she's saying you have a good natter. And she likes that, because she knows her memory is always being kept alive. And it makes her smile. But she's saying don't take any nonsense. So I don't know if there's something going... I don't know if there's something going on in your life at the minute, but she's just saying don't take any nonsense, because I know she wouldn't have. But I feel like you're at a crossroads, but you'll know which direction to take. But she's saying you're on the right path, and just to keep on going, but realise that you matter and you're important. And she just got so much love to give for you, Chrissy. I'll just pick a card and see what we get. The card I've got for you, Chrissy, says use your voice, expansion and freedom. So she's saying to get things off your chest when you need to, but to have a voice, because all your ideas count, all your ideas matter, but freedom. And it makes me think of, there was a song called Freedom. So if you look at, Google the song Freedoms, I feel that there'll be a message in the words for you. But she's raising a glass to you and saying cheers. And as you already know, she's only a thought away, and she will always keep you on your toes. So I'll leave her love with you, Chrissy, and say thank you for working with me. Let's see where we're going now. And I've got a gentleman with me now, and this is feeling very fatherly. He was such a genuine guy. He was very loving, and he loved his family. He did so much for his family, and his family was so important to him. He was so down to earth, but he had a great sense of humour, and he had a very dry sense of humour. But everybody loved him. He always dressed smartly, and he had a watch, and it had a black leather strap on. And I feel that somebody's got this watch now. He's making my chest feel a bit tight. So I either feel he had heart problems or lung problems. I feel he passed in his 60s or 70s. He's not telling me exactly, because he's just laughing, because he says he's going to make me work. But everybody just loved this man. He was such a hard worker, and providing for his family meant the world to him. He loved his food, and he would eat most things, but he did have a sweet tooth as well. Let's see what else we get from him. I do feel drawn to you, Stacey, so we'll see where we're going. You had a good relationship with your dad. Because it's just making me feel like you had a good relationship, and you, when you were younger, you was daddy's girl. He, he was very, as a child, you had all your life, you had a good relationship with him. There's something about as a child, and if you do something, you like to say yes, and he'd treat you to things, and you know, you could go to him because he would say yes, because making you happy is what was important to him. Before he passed, did he have any trouble getting his words out? And I like reading the paper, and he'd read about the sports as well, but he was the kind of man that if he didn't know how something worked, he liked to find out how things worked when he was younger. He had a curious mind. But that makes sense, because with the Alzheimer's, I'm having trouble. It's like he's jumbling my words up. But he knows how hard it was on you all. He knows how hard it was on the family. But you all made him so proud. You were always all there for him. And he appreciates all you did for him, because he knows all you did for him. He didn't at the time, but you were also patient with him. And it was when he passed, and now that he's not suffering, and now that he's back to normal, he realises all that you did and all that the family did, because he knows that something like Alzheimer's is harder on the family than it is for the loved one, because it's you that are witnessing it every day. But I need to give you August as a significant month, either for a birthday, a passing, or an anniversary. But he's giving a birthday cake, but it's not got any candles lit yet. So I feel either there's a birthday the back end of March or the beginning of April. But he's giving you an Easter egg as well. So he's just such a kind man. And he wants you all to be okay. He wants you all to remember the good days and the good times, and to not look back on the times that were hard, because it's the good times that matter. It's the happy memories that matter. But he's saying, I'm back to my old self now. And that's how he wants to be remembered, how he used to be. He has such an infectious laugh, and he liked to make people laugh. And I feel like you sometimes hear his laugh, because he does come around you a lot, and I feel that you sense him. He could be a bit of a joker at times before he got ill, and he's making me aware that he does move things around the house. So you can put something down in one place and go back 10 minutes later and it might not be there. But it just all the celebrations that have happened since he passed. But he wants you to go out and enjoy life and be proud of yourself. Be proud of all that you've achieved in life. Because your time is now. He wants you to just move forward and take up a new opportunity when it appears before you. And for you to know that he's always there to give you advice when you need it. And I know you still talk to him now, because he listens to every word that you say. It comes around your mum a lot as well. He's giving your mum a bunch of flowers, so I feel she likes her flowers. So he's saying he didn't buy her enough bunches when he was still here. And he's missed out on some, so it's on about new opportunities that are coming your way. And to take what feels right for you. So he's saying if you hear of something that you think's right for you, if it feels right, then take it, because your time is now. To stand tall and be proud of all you've achieved, but have that extra belief in yourself and just carry on moving forward. And he's with you every step of the way. So I'll say thank you for working with me, and he's leaving so much love with you. I hope I'm saying your name right, Stacia. So thank you. Let's see where we are now. Good afternoon to everybody who's just joined. I am aware of a lady, and this lady's feeling very grandmotherly. She's such an independent lady. Got cat hair on my face. Such an independent lady, and she wanted to do things rather than other people do it for her. So I know when she passed, well, before she passed, she didn't like asking for help. She'd rather do things herself. I know she was a bit of a feeder, so she'd feed an army instead of making small portions. But she welcomed everybody into the home, so if anybody turned up she'd always make an extra place for them. She was very down to earth, but she was the glue that kept the family together. She was always there for everybody else. She always dressed nicely, and she always have her hair done, get her hair done when she could. She'd always speak her mind as well. Let's see where we're going. I know she didn't wear much jewellery, but what jewellery she wore mattered. But I also feel that she had a faith, she had a belief. She believed in something, and having that belief was important to her. She's showing me a chain with a cross on, and I know she wore a little watch, a little silver watch. And she didn't have any problems speaking her mind. She liked to get things off her chest, but she was such a loving lady. And I know later in life she suffered with her legs a bit, because my legs have just started feeling very heavy. So I know she suffered with her legs later in life. I know she liked to do a bit of knitting or crocheting as well, because she liked to keep busy. I know I'm looking for a granddaughter. And I know there's a lot of emotion around the person I need to come to at the moment. There's been a lot going on. I'm drawn to Nancy. So is it okay if I come to you, Nancy? She's saying that there's been a lot of emotion in your life at the moment, a lot of stress, and you're so busy. She's saying life for you at the minute's so busy. And you feel like you're going round in circles. But she was always a lady you could turn to. She was the glue to the family. And if you went to her with any problems or asked for advice, you knew it wouldn't go any further, it would only go, it would stay with her. She's saying you, in ways, you're a lot like her, because you're very independent and you just like to get on with things. And you've tried being the glue to the family, which has been hard. But she never liked to ask for help. But I know you're the same. You just try and get on with you just try and get on with life. And she's saying that you've got her stubborn streak as well, but she's smiling. I need to give you May as a significant month, or if it's not the month of May, the name May. I know there's something about May. I know she was a very thoughtful lady, and very kind. She did have a heart of gold, and she'd have done anything. She'd have done anything for you. Ah, May is her passing month. It just came in very strong, May. She's saying it's okay to take time for you. That you're a lot like her, that you do a lot for other people. But she knows life's been a bit up and down at the moment, and she wants you to know that it's okay. to take a breather, to take some time for you. And she's saying that'd be the advice that she'd give you if she was here in the physical. But I know there was something on television as well that she used to like watching. She's not telling me what, but there was a show on telly she liked watching. But she liked to have background noise. She said it felt strange if the house was ever quiet. I know her memory's always been kept alive, and that makes her smile, because I know there's been a lot of stories told of since she passed. You still talk about it a lot, which she likes that. I know she didn't really like the winter. She liked it when the daffodils started coming up and the spring, because she's saying it was a sign of new life. This card has just dropped on me, and it's saying trust. So there's something going on in your life now that you need to trust something. But also she's saying to trust yourself to be able to get what you want to achieve, because there's still a lot in life you want to do, but there's something at the minute that you want to do, and she's saying you can achieve anything when you want it. She's in your very turned with a good trait to have. I know this really like Christmas as well, and seeing everybody smiling on Christmas Day. Just family is so important, and just to keep your loved ones close, but it's okay to have that time for you, which I know she keeps repeating. But she's saying you were always her favourite, but don't tell anybody else. So I feel that were a bit of a joke that she used to say, because she loved everybody. And I feel either her or somebody around you used to suffer with heartburn or indigestion, because she's just put that on me now. But she just wants you to realise how important you are. But she wants you to realise how important you are, but how important it is to take some time for you. She says whether it's to have a bubble bath, watch your favourite film or something. Just have that time. She says whether even have a cuppa and watch the soaps or something. Just having that little breather, having that bell at the moment. But she just wants you to know she's always around you, and she's always there for you, and she still gives good advice, so she wants you to listen to it. But she's just bringing a lot of love through for you, Nancy, and she's always here for you, and that you were her favourite, and she just loves you to bits. She's handing you a pink rose, and pink for me is for love. So it just shows how much love there is for you in the spirit world. And she's giving you a box of milk tray. So I'll just leave her love with you, Nancy, and say thank you for working with me. Can I come to Anne-Marie, please? Because I kept seeing your name pop up, and I was drawn to you both at the same time. I know your mum was a lot like this lady that... Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. I know your mum was a lot like this lady. She was the... Hi, Anne-Marie. She was the glue to the family, and I know you had a really good relationship with her, Anne-Marie. I know you spent lots of time with her and you'd do things together. And you had a really close relationship. She was your person that you'd turn to if you needed advice. And she's saying she gave good advice. She was very independent and didn't like getting older. She's saying, but nobody does. But she did as much for herself as she could, but she did a lot for others as well while she could. I know she liked to have everybody around the table and having a meal together, and having that family time together was so important to her. That meant a lot to her, just hearing what you'd done in your day and things like that. And I know when you got older, you spent a lot of, if you want, with her, just checking in on each other. But you'd also like go out for the day, go shopping together as well. She's making me feel, Anne-Marie, like your mum liked to bargain. She's saying she liked things if you like to bargain. And she was so down to earth, but she had a good sense of humour as well. But she's saying recently you've needed some of her advice. So I don't know if that resonates with you. She's around you a lot all the time, but she comes closer at times when you need that strength from her, that guidance and advice. She's saying that you've had a lot on your mind at the moment, and she likes that you offload to her at the end of the day when you've got things on your mind and you need mum's advice. Because she's saying mum's advice were always the best advice. But I know your mum opened up to you as well. And she's such a loving energy to have around. And I know your relationship to each other were important. I know she always dressed nicely and liked to have her hair done. And have you been looking at a photograph of her recently? She's on about this photograph that you look at a lot. And it makes me feel like it's in a frame, but it's somewhere that you see a lot. She's giving you September as a significant month, either for a birthday, a passing, or an anniversary. But she's that there's not many months now where you can take something. That's nice. She likes that you've got a photograph close that you can always look at. But I know you do feel it around you. She's saying you felt a bit restless lately and not knowing what to do. But she's so proud of you, Anne-Marie, because she knows how hard it was for you after she passed. You felt a bit lost, and it was just a strange feeling for you because she wasn't there. And she's making me aware that many a time you'd go to pick up the phone to ring her, and then you'd suddenly remember. But she wants you to know that she's okay, that she's not suffering, and she feels like a normal self again. And she's happy and pain-free and not suffering. She wants you to I know you did a lot of things together, but she also sits next to you on a night when you're watching telly. She comes and sits with you. She sits close to you because you've needed her at the moment, but she likes to just be close to you. She's and she comes to check on you on a night because she's saying you're not always the best sleeper, but that's why she's come through, and she just said because you've needed to hear from her. You've needed to know that she is okay and that she's there. I know she liked flowers. She liked to have a vase of flowers on the table because she's saying that the flowers just brightened up the room. But she's handing you a vase of flowers because you deserve them. But she's giving you some chocolate as well to so you can have something sweet. She's saying you're already sweet enough. But she wants to say thank you as well for all you did for her. That you were a rock at the times when she needed it. And for that, she's so grateful. But she wants you now to live your life to the full. To prioritise you and treat yourself. Because you're so important. And you're so important to her, and you always were. You were the But so I'll just leave her love with you, Anne-Marie, because she's got a lot of love to give you. And just remember, she's always a thought away. And every time you look at that photograph, she's with you. So I'll leave her love with you and just say thank you for working with me. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody for being here this afternoon and everybody that's come. Sorry I couldn't get round any more people to give any more messages, but we're now at 3 o'clock. So I will be back at the same time next week, and I'd just like thank you all for being here, and I'll take care and I'll see you all soon. Just remember, spirit is everywhere and they're always with you and you're never alone. So I'll say thank you and see you all soon. Bye.